Hey, what are you guys doing? You sleeping? You playing around? What are you doing? Come on now. Let's get out and make some money. Alright guys, we've got 270 pounds of fertilizer on board and we're gonna go make some money. Today we have, I think, four yards to fertilize. One of them's 200 bucks, another one's 200 bucks, and then 100 bucks and 100 bucks. So $600 of fertilization, and we have $175 of fertilizer. So we're about to take $175 of fertilizer and we're gonna go turn it into $600 cold hard cash. Stay tuned. It's getting exciting, boys. Exciting times. All right, pulling up to our first victim here in a minute. Our first customer here in a minute. We'll make some money. Fertilizer is a very good upsell. The spreader I use is just like a little Scott's handheld push spreader. Actually, one of my customers gave it to me a few years back, and I never offered fertilizer before, well, until a few years back, and then I started offering it, and yeah, that fertilizer spreader is probably like 50 or 60 bucks at Lowe's, Home Depot, and I could spread $30 of fertilizer on a lawn and collect $100. So you can see that's a pretty good deal. Now this year I'm actually going to do it a little bit different. I'm actually going to fertilize extra. I may end up putting on a $100 lawn to fertilize it, I may end up, instead of putting one $30 bag, I may end up maybe waiting a month and throwing another bag down, just to get the lawn as nice as possible, keep it nice and green and growing, because the lawn care is the reoccurring. I mean, the fertilizer is reoccurring. You can do it, every month, every few months, but the lawn care is the meat and potatoes, you might say. So this year I'm going to try to fluff the lawn care a little bit with some of the fertilizer money, so we'll see how that goes. But then again, I may just wait a month and a half and sell them all some fertilizer again. That's our first yard here to fertilize. Looking good, looking good. Hey, that lawn guy, boy, he really knows what he's doing. He knows just how to do it. But I'll show you guys here in a minute the fertilizer I use. One of the main things you want to look for in your fertilizer, your first number is your nitrogen. That's going to give you speed of growth on the grass. And when I first started fertilizing, I used probably about half the nitrogen I do now, just to help the grass and get it growing good, and not get it growing too quick. I didn't want it to get out of hand on me, so I used I think 16-0-11. Now I use, I think it's 24-0-11, something like that. But I'll show you here in a minute. But the most important thing, that'll get your growth, the nitrogen, all that good stuff. Oh, a little bit of a fire up there, boys. But that will get your grass growing and all, and get it looking pretty good. But I tell you, the main thing is iron. Just pure iron. If you put iron on your grass, it will turn as green as can be. So I will show you what I'm working with here. All right. We'll see what kind of goodies we got. That's what we're going to be using today. Professional turf fertilizer. Covers 17,500 square feet. And this is a 24-0-11. Now you're making Your meat and potatoes is going to be right here. Iron, Fe, 2.5%. That 2.5% is going to turn the lawn nice and green. It's going to look beautiful. And we've got some azalea fertilizer over there. Fertilize the azaleas, get it all looking good. Woo-hoo. It's sure to be a fun time, guys. Stay tuned.